So I believe everyone can view my screen. Okay, so we have session two today, writing. So yesterday we have done problem with solutions. Okay, so problem solution question type. Today we are going to do advantages and disadvantages with opinion and without opinion. See, it's it is all one and the same again. Your opinion always matters. Whatever you know, you're going to write it in the exam. I mean, on the paper, right? So, or represent your own opinion. But here in the introduction itself, like for example, yesterday I talked about thesis statement, right? So in that, you're not going to give your opinion in the introduction. So that is called without opinion. So directly you need to answer both advantages and disadvantages without giving opinion. It's that simple. Okay. So we're going to discuss advantages and disadvantages or pros and cons. They are one and the same, right? Or positive and negatives. Okay. So let's see what are advantages and disadvantages without opinion. So it is also the same structure you need to follow, where you need to have minimum 4 paragraphs and maximum it should not exceed more than 5 paragraphs. Okay, this is what IELTS criteria is regarding the essay structure. So what are those four paragraphs? Like yesterday, introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, if required, body paragraph 3. Okay, then conclusion. Okay, so like introduction yesterday, like many people have done really well, and I believe you also have developed the rest of the essay also. Yes. So introduction is nothing but, those who joined today, introduction is nothing but paraphrasing of the question plus thesis statement, okay, and outline of the essay. So thesis statement is mostly like what do you think of on the above topic. So mostly here in without opinion, you might not say like in my opinion. This word or this phrase should not be there in the introduction, or according to me. According to me, in my opinion, this phrase should not be there in the introduction. Other than that, you can write again, paraphrasing the question, thesis statement, and also outline of the essay. These are the these three sentences should be present in the introduction. So mostly paraphrasing the question gives you a little headhunt, isn't it? So it will be a little difficult for some people to paraphrase it. But like yesterday, like I told you, you can change every word or word to word and make it as a entire paraphrasing of the question. For example, see, for some countries, he has given some certain nations, a few nations, young people, youngsters, okay, encouraged, motivated, or advised. Okay, travel, to move. For example, finishing or completing. Okay, high school, secondary education. Then starting, you can say it as something like beginning. Okay, beginning. And university studies, you can say tertiary studies or college studies. Okay, tertiary studies or college studies. You can say any of them. So we have divided into bit by bit, by giving every word a synonym. So the criteria here is you should not use any word or phrase from the question. You should not use the same word, but you need to paraphrase it. So that is the criteria here in the introduction. So the paraphrasing of the question means that you need to completely, some people do it complete change of the entire uh, thing, rather than like doing bit by bit or word by word, they completely write their own, but the meaning is the same, should be same again. The meaning of the introduction paraphrasing statement should be the same, but you can paraphrase it in any ways. Okay, so um, yes. So advantages, for example, there are some hints given here. Advantages. What is the question, by the way? In some countries, young people are encouraged to work or travel for a year between finishing high school and starting university studies. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages for young people who decide to do this. So he's directly telling, he's telling, he's not asking, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? What do you think about it? No. He's asking directly the second question, discuss both things. Okay. Discuss both the things on this above given topic. Discuss both advantages and disadvantages. He's not giving you a choice. Okay. So this is without opinion. So here also, I believe mostly you can actually support. For example, if you want to talk about advantages, you can write the about advantages in the first paragraph, and second paragraph you can talk about disadvantages, and just end the essay. Okay. Okay. First introduction. How will you convert it? You need to use this. Okay. For example, I'm giving you 5 minutes to like construct an introduction from these words. Okay. Don't construct an introduction word to word like that. Yes, but I want you to construct a meaningful sentence. Okay. So introduction of the first, I mean the first statement would be the paraphrasing in the introduction, right? So I want you to construct that one first. Let's see how many of you will type. Then we'll go to thesis statement, then outline of the essay. Okay. So I'm giving you 5 minutes to, not 5 minutes. I'll give you 3 minutes. That's more than enough, right? And I want you to type this in your chat box. Okay. Your time starts now, right? And the question is from here to some countries to university studies. Okay. So that is the paraphrasing I need now. Paraphrasing of the statement. So your time starts now, and type it in the chat boxes, please. So I want one sentence introduction, or that one sentence which is the paraphrasing. Okay. So here it is, introduction. The first statement should be the paraphrasing of the question, right? Yes, I want this. Next, you can give the thesis statement later. Already, people have typed. So let's see who has typed. In few states, youngsters advised to promote for completing secondary education and beginning tertiary. Okay, so Mahendra has also given the outline of the essay. Very good. See, outline of the essay is nothing but in this essay, I'm going to discuss both the advantages and disadvantages. Or the upcoming in the upcoming paragraphs, I'm going to discuss about both the advantages and disadvantages. So the answer to this second part of the question is thesis statement. Okay. So people are typing even that too. That's fine. Uh, if you give a number, you add? Okay, Kanti B. Okay, let me use my spectacles. It's Kanti B. In few nations, youngsters are motivated to work or move for a year between completing secondary education and begin with tertiary education. Okay, good. Um, okay. Then Arya is said, in certain nations, youngsters are motivated to work or move for a year between completing secondary education and beginning their college studies. Very good. Nowadays, people want to be independent as soon as they can do. Nowadays, people want to be independent as soon as they can do so. They could, okay, that they could live the life they want. It sounds good, but as a coin has its two sides, there are both advantages and disadvantages for this, which will be discussed in the coming paragraphs. Good, Niranjan. Mm, Rahul Kumar, taking a gap of for internship and traveling between secondary education and tertiary education has been encouraged nowadays in some nations. Pros and cons will be discussed in forthcoming paragraph. Okay. Okay. Then Sai Nimitage. Okay. So in I should be capital. Okay. I know whether you just typed it in by mistake, but uh, please don't do this mistake in the examination. The starting of the sentence or the starting of the word, the starting word should be capital. Okay. In certain nations, youngsters are advised to work or move for a year between completing secondary education and tertiary education. Okay, done. Then Shiksha Singh. Youngsters in few nations are motivated to work and roam around the world before sharing their future studies. In the essay, we will be having. Okay, don't use having here. Shiksha, you need to use in this essay. Will have a look. Okay, or it's not only have a look. We are going to discuss. You can say, uh, I'm going to discuss both the advantages and disadvantages for the same. Okay, in this essay, would be discussing both the advantages and disadvantages for the same. Okay, having is not a good word to use. Okay, yeah, here. Okay, then Rishvika Shruti. In few states, youngsters are motivated to do job or travel for some time before finishing their secondary education and begin with their college. And before they begin with the college, before finishing the secondary education and begin with the college. It's not before finishing their secondary education. After finishing their secondary education and begin with the college. Before they begin with the college. Okay, so you can change that. Then, okay, I got so many responses. Wow. I might not be able to read everyone's. I'll read Balaji Mohan's. In certain nations, youngsters are motivated. Okay, motives. It's not motives. It's motivated. Okay, you can correct it. Maybe instead of yes, instead of D, you type yes. Okay, motivated to work or move for a year between completing secondary education, college studies. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages for the youngsters who decide to do this. Okay, got it. Good one. Then I'll read Manoj Krishna. In the world, certain nations. So no need to use in the world. In today's world, you can say, okay? In today's world, certain nations. So nations should be there. Nations, plural. So in today's world, certain nations allow teenagers and young people and people and people who are motivated. So after people, you should use who are motivated to loc- locomote the Earth's places. Okay, so don't use locomote or locomotion and all. Okay, motivate to move around. That would be better. Move around. Uh, move around to different parts of the world again. Okay, Earth's places is not so again. You're writing like a geography student. So are motivated to move around to see the world or to make money for a year in between completing their secondary studies. Okay, that is fine. Then, as mentioned above, it has both pros and cons, which will be discussed below. Okay, so change that thing. Okay, Manoj Krishna, whatever I told. Then let's see, Akash Pitroda. It has been noticed that between graduating from high school and beginning university studies, okay, graduating from high school and beginning university studies, young people are sometimes encouraged to work or travel for a year. This statement has its own rewards and detriments. Detriments, okay. Both merits and demerits. Okay, both merits and demerits are elaborated in ensuring paragraph. Okay, okay. Then yes. So good guys. I have read most of yours. Okay. So paraphrasing, where you can see here on the screen. So it is the way you have done is really well. Even you can use some of the paraphrasing here. Okay. So in various nations around the world, many people advocate taking a gap a year. Okay, taking a gap year in order to work or travel before beginning one's straightway education. Okay. Then in certain nations, youngsters, same thing again, are advised to work and travel for a year after completing high school and before starting their college studies. Okay, it's that very simple. So now, thesis statement can be written like this. Okay, so we can write the template statement as shown below, like the mention one key advantage and disadvantage in one sentence as thesis statement. So here, no need to write the entire all the advantages here, just by telling one. While this offers few advantages, there are also some disadvantages which are worth considering. This essay will discuss the benefits and drawbacks of such behavior. So don't write again advantages and disadvantages in the outline of the essay. You can use, if you're using advantages, you can use benefits. So this is the variation I was talking about, right? Yesterday, those who were there, the variation in the words, that's what the examiner likes. If you use always advantages, disadvantages, so it won't look good. So use a variation of vocabulary. Okay, benefits, pros. Okay, for disadvantages, you can use drawbacks, cons. Okay, or yeah, these kind of things. So next, the main advantage is the experience gained with these while a possible. Okay, so the main advantage is the experience gained with these like going abroad, right? While obviously it is possible. The downside of it, while a possible downside or disadvantage is resistance towards pursuing college studies later. So he has given in one sentence, like in one sentence, he has given the one possible advantage and on also one disadvantage. So what is it? The main benefit is the experience gained over there, going to a different country. While there's also a possible disadvantage, like most people don't like to pursue further education after traveling. They would like to just, okay, when people are working and enjoying their life, why should I again waste my another 2 years or 3 years in studies? I just want to work and enjoy like others. So that is what he's saying. Resistance towards pursuing college studies later. So you can also avoid this if you want to. The main thing, giving a example over here, you can just even give it in the body paragraph also. Okay, but definitely you should have one paraphrasing of the question, one statement, and thesis statement, and the outline of the essay. Okay, these are very important. Okay, and let's see. So he has given them some general introduction against, there are two main benefits to students traveling or working before the university education. So now he's talking about the benefits point. So the stating one advantage. Firstly, though through traveling, they will be able to expand their horizons. One of the major advantages of traveling after high school will be gaining valuable life experiences from the real world and appreciate what they have in life. So, see, it is a shorter question. I mean, shorter way of telling this one. See, but one and two are the same thing. The one advantage and second advantage is the both are, they belong to the same. They give it the same meaning, isn't it? Then explain the advantage now. So now you have stated the advantage, and now you're explaining. So if you read like this, firstly, through traveling, they will be able to expand their horizons. When students go overseas, for example, you can write for an instance, for example, okay, you can start like this. When students go overseas, they will be exposed to different cultures and customs. The same thing again, his written. See, youngsters get to meet different people in different parts of the world during their travel, and it helps them to understand difficulties of humans across the world. Okay, again, it is a kind of elaboration to the above sentence. See, so what you need to write, even in the body paragraph one, when you're writing advantage, state one advantage. Okay, so this is the way you do. There are, for example, you can also say, firstly, I would like to talk about the benefits of traveling or working before the university education. Okay, this is the first line of the body paragraph one. Then you can say the one major advantage of traveling after high school will be gaining valuable experiences from the real world and appreciate what they have in life. Okay, again, don't use firstly two times. So then you can explain about it. Okay, what is it? When students go overseas, they get exposed to different cultures, customs. So you're just explaining to the above given statement. Okay, okay. So even the same paragraph, body paragraph, you can also state another advantage. For example, in addition, so you're adding. So these are cohesive devices. We call them as in addition, however, moreover, contradictingly. Okay, if you are saying something different, for example, when you're talking about disadvantage, obviously, however, you'll start with it. So these are all cohesive devices. Okay, these are very important. So in addition, students. Okay. So in addition, students who work will learn to appreciate the value of money. So this is one another advantage. Okay. This is because they will realize the hard work involved in earning the money. Explanation of the above statement. Then, consequently, therefore, consequently, you can write these things. They would think more before purchasing anything they desire and may become less impulsive in their spending. Definitely, when you stay on your own, when you be on your own, not only going abroad, when you stay on your own, most people nowadays, those who are from rural areas, they go to urban areas, or from small towns to big cities, they go and live, right? So they all experience these things, isn't it? So they learn many things out there. No, it's not that See, nowadays it's digital world. People learn from everywhere. But yes, the experience of going to a different place, a big place, is a lot of things you come across. The culture, you know, even the way you spend money. Before that, you will be like mostly teenagers before going to the university education or before going to higher studies, we are very much to our parents, isn't it? We depend on them for everything. But once we go and live on our own, even for education purpose also, we learn many things. We pay our own bills. We have to cook sometimes, isn't it? All these things we learn. The life makes us learn, isn't it? So that is what. So you can also include your life experiences here. That's what I was trying to explain here. It's not like to give any gyan session. We all come across these things. So whatever your life is, you can talk about it. Whatever you related to the topic, you can include your own life experiences, like I told you yesterday. Okay. So this is it. So two advantages you can give, and also give an explanation and the result to it. So state an advantage, explain the advantage, and show result. Okay, so in the same way, you need going to do two advantages in the first body paragraph. Now, it is second body paragraph. Now you're going to discuss about disadvantages. So that is why here also see state one disadvantages, state one disadvantage, explain the disadvantage, give an example, and show the result. That's it. Then again, show another state another disadvantage, explain example, and show result. This is what you're going to do in the second body paragraph also. So on the other hand, see, however, on the other hand, okay, these are the cohesive devices where you get good points for it, so you're showing the examiner that yes, I know enough of cohesive devices. Okay, so if you read like 10 to 30 essays like this, or if you collect all the starting sentences, those are all cohesive devices. So learn them and use them in your essay and get good band scores. Okay. On the other hand, various drawbacks may be noted. So you can also say, on the other hand, there are many drawbacks related to the above topic. You can say that, or related to going abroad and finishing the education, going for higher education in different countries. Okay, so you can say, then you're stating the advantage. In the first place, traveling could cause people to feel homesick. So he's given one at disadvantage. So, firstly, traveling at young age can lead people to bad experiences that could affect them in long time. So, same thing explained in shorter way and longer way. Okay, in big sentence, isn't it? So the same thing again. So now you're giving an example for explaining to it. By giving example. For example, many students have been apart from their family and friends before. So, so many students have not been apart. I'm sorry, have not been apart from their family and friends before. So they, when they travel, they miss these people. They miss their families. Okay, same thing it has told. Young people could be careless and take wrong decisions during the travel in new country. So this is again a different second like taking different decisions, wrong decisions can be another disadvantage, or maybe another concern of traveling abroad. You know, then, for instance, youngsters would have spent, so it's given examples, see, spend many days out of the home, and long travel could make them miss their families. Obviously, people become homesick after some time. So you can talk about homesick also. Okay, you can say homesick. And for example, youngsters could be attracted to party in a new country and get caught by people, police, which could impact their life for long. So he's giving this example for this explanation. See, for this one, young people could be careless and take wrong decisions during their travel in a new country. So for that, he's giving the example. For example, youngsters could be attracted to a party in a new country and get caught by local police, which could impact their life for a longer time. Okay, so that is for it. See, it's not that you have to use this thing. Whatever you feel, whatever uh, are the advantages according to you, you can actually write. It's not only stipulated ones you need to use. But these templates, these worksheets which we have in our website, okay, they'll help you to like learn some keywords, learn some words, or learn some vocabulary or topic specific terminologies. Okay, again, I'm not talking about big words and big terminologies. You should know these things, how to actually write if a topic is given on this, and all these topics I'm telling you guys, these are all like very in general they're going to ask. Okay, in general also you should write, because there is no specific knowledge or a specialist knowledge is required here. Whatever you know about the topic you're going to write. Okay, and the result is, as a result, they would not enjoy their travel and end up feeling depressed. So for this he's talking about, for this one. And for this, so then consequently their entire life could end up in a wrong direction due to small mistake. So for this second one is giving the result. Okay, so next, disadvantage two. Additionally, so another cohesive device is used. Additionally, or moreover, you can say that too. In addition, additionally, moreover, these are all cohesive devices again. Students who work may not want to return to their studies. So this is again we're coming back to the topic. You see, stating an advantage. The reason for this is that they may enjoy earning money and become financially independent. Okay, then now we are explaining why they don't want to return to studies, because once they earn money, they feel that okay, I'm content now, I'm full, I don't want to study anymore. But this is not the case nowadays. But yes, obviously we need to study a lot, isn't it, to get into some marriage. There is a lot of competition, right? But yes, you can use all these things, these kind of sentences. Therefore, their whole future could be negatively affected, as these days it is very important for everyone to graduate with a degree in order to be competitive in the job market. So this is the result for it. So what is the result? What happens? Therefore. So additionally, therefore, okay. Then the reason is the example. For an instance, okay. So all these are very very good cohesive devices. Consequently, because that is the consequence, right? For an instance, then in the first place, firstly, okay. All these are cohesive devices. Okay. Yes. Conclusion. So conclusion also you can write it in, you can give 2 points, okay? But whatever your entirely you've written in body paragraph 1, 2, introduction, that you'll compress it, you'll make it as a summary and give it as conclusion. So let's see what is the conclusion here. In conclusion, if students take a gap year, they could gain individual experience and learn to become more independent in relation to money, like how to spend the money. However, they may also become homesick, end up not continuing their study. So both advantages and disadvantages talking about in the conclusion. So whatever you have written it in the body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, you're actually conjoining it, compressing it, and giving it as a conclusion. But don't use the same phrases, same words, guys. It's better you, for example, like I told yesterday, see, you can whatever you've done it in the introduction, you can also say it in the conclusion, but change the paraphrasing again, because examiner doesn't like monotonous repetition kind of thing, so you have to change the course of the words. The conclusion, in conclusion, there are various advantages and disadvantages taking gap year and working and traveling before pursuing undergraduation. Okay. On one hand, it can help youngsters to gain valuable experience in life. On the other hand, it may lead to negative experiences at young age. Okay, same thing. These two are one and the same, 1 and 2. Okay, but different paraphrasing. So, final statement in the conclusion. Therefore, it is necessary to weigh the benefits against the drawbacks carefully before coming to a decision as to whether students should go on such an adventure. So again, you're giving it to the crowd itself. You're not biased. You're unbiased here. Okay. So therefore, it is necessary to weigh the benefits against the drawbacks. So carefully, whatever step you take regarding your studies and future, so you need to take it carefully, saying the decision, and the students need to go on such an adventure. Okay, whether to go on such an adventure or not. Yes, very beautifully said, isn't it? So there are some more with opinions here. So, so this is without opinion, and this is without opinion tasks. Like for example, here also, with the rise of ebooks comes the decline of the paper books. Some people see this is a good step while others don't. What are the advantages and disadvantages of this trend? Okay, the same way some parents buy. This is another topic. Children buy their children a large number of toys to play with. What are the advantages and disadvantages of the such kind, like child having large number of toys? In Is it good for children to start using computers from early age and spend long hours on them? So it is very like hot topic here nowadays, isn't it? People who spend on computers and mobiles, isn't it? So you can talk about it. So it's in general again. You don't need to have any specialist knowledge. So let's see what is without opinion. Okay, we'll see what it is. Yes, the same thing again. See, without opinion, you're just changing the course here. So, what is here change here? In thesis statement, the outline main ideas in your concern. We'll see. The question also see, do the advantages outweigh the? He's asking us. He's just knocking us. Hey, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, buddy? So it's asking us. So we have to definitely give our opinion in the thesis statement. So let's see the introduction here. In various nations around the world, this is again paraphrasing of the first statement. The main question. Many people advocate taking gap, blah, 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 and travel before the try for education. So here comes the with opinion statement. If we believe that there are more advantages, what we need to do, while there is clearly a drawback to this, I personally believe that the benefits are more significant. So he's actually supporting the advantages in here, the first statement. Okay, while there is clearly drawback, there are some drawbacks. I personally believe. So he is giving in person. Okay, you can also start writing like this. I believe that though there are some drawbacks, but uh, the benefits are more significant than the drawbacks or than the cons. You can say that. Okay. Yes. So you can write in any way, right? Anyway. So here he's supporting the advantages. If you believe that you're supporting or you're more inclining towards disadvantages, then you will write like this. While there is clearly benefit to this, I personally believe that the drawbacks are more significant. It's just that you're changing your plate. But it depends upon your opinion. Okay. So here you're stating your opinion that I personally believe that there are more advantages. Okay. Yes, because he's asking. So to answer the answer to this question will be in your thesis statement. Okay. Then the disadvantage of going on a gap year is that students may end up not returning to their studies. So here state a disadvantage. Then the reason. Okay. Body paragraph 1. If we take the advantages side, we will dedicate the first body paragraph to talk about one disadvantage. If we favor disadvantage side, we will dedicate the first body paragraph for advantage. So it should be vice versa. If you are supporting advantages, obviously, first you need to talk about one disadvantage in the body paragraph 1. Okay, that is what is saying. First body paragraph, talk about the disadvantage. If you're supporting a advantage, okay. So if you're favoring disadvantage, it's opposite, right? So let's see the example here. So that is what it is. Okay. So the disadvantage of going on a gap year is the students may end up in returning to the studies. So here you're supporting a disadvantage, you're supporting an advantage. That's why you're writing about A disadvantage first, then you'll write about advantages, which is your supporting thing. Okay. The reason for this is that they may enjoy earning money and becoming financially independent. So you're giving the explanation to it. So add an example if you want. Okay. Therefore, their whole future would be negatively affected, as these days it is very important for everyone to graduate with a degree in order to be competitive in the job market, right? Yes. So now, assuming that we believe the advantages are more, the next body paragraph, that is body paragraph 2 or body paragraph 3, we're going to give advantages, explain statement advantage, explain them, and give an example and result. Okay. So that is what he's doing. See, on the other hand, the major advantages is that students will be able to expand their horizons of the travel in overseas when they travel overseas. So this is the statement. Then he's explaining to it. For example, when students go abroad, they will be exposed to different cultures and customs. For example, Westerners visiting a country like Thailand would be able to experience traditional Thai dance, like kohom, and traditional Thai sports, like yeah, these things. You can write whatever example you want to give if it's a advantage, right? As a result, they will gain a deeper understanding of the different parts of the world and people. And another advantage, see, assuming that we believe the advantages are more, the next body paragraph also we talked about the same thing. So in addition, so you're just continuing in the body paragraph 2. Okay. Students who work will be able to learn appropriate value of money. So another advantage you're giving. Then further explanation and result. Okay. Then conclusion will go like this. You will give your thesis statement again to mention your side. So in the conclusion, you will be strong on your side. You're supporting, for example, advantages here, right? So that you'll be strong on your point. So mention one point for each side and conclude your recommendation. But you should always take a side if they're asking like this. Okay, don't be like half. Okay, don't give a same explanation. Just take a side if he's asking you to say take a side. That's better. Okay. In conclusion, the advantages are of greater significance than the disadvantages. So you're standing on your point. Then what it is, despite the fact that students may continue on studying at universities, they will gain a lot of experience when they travel and learn better and appreciate. So you're mentioning the point against the stand and one favor or a statement to it. And given just recommending lastly, given this situation, I recommend, or it is recommended, that school should encourage more and more students to consider taking a gap. So just supporting the above point, okay, or recommending. So I always believe that gap should be given to the students before they go into their university studies. Just to ending the conclusion. Okay. By the way, guys, those who have joined now, how many words should a task do or an essay should have? Can you type it in the chat box, please? I think I'm opted out. Once again, don't type now, don't type. Okay. So how many words should we, minimum words should we have in an essay or task two? I said minimum, not maximum, Jyoti Arora. So minimum is 250 words. Okay. Very good. Okay. What is the maximum word limit for task two? Maximum word limit is 300, 320, 280, 290. Guys, there is no maximum word limit given. So minimum is 250. You can write whatever. As for us, our hand cooperates. Chintu, you're naughty, huh? Okay. Yes, definitely. But don't write more, guys. Don't write more than 280. Okay. I'll tell you one trick here, because see, if you write more, you're giving a chance for the examiner to mark you down. If you write more, maybe we can make mistakes more, right? So don't give the chance the examiner. Just write 270 to 80 words and stop it. Okay. Yes. Sai Bhargav, in CBT, will there be any word count indicator? Yes. In computer-based test, yes. At the bottom, you'll be having that word count. Yes. Just as we have it in our website, if you go to a website and see the, writing task, the sectional test, there you'll know when you write your sectional test, the whatever words you're typing, it will come. But yes, 250 words, it will be displayed in the real-time examination also. Okay, if it's computer-based test. If it's paper-based test, guys, you need to count words, but don't count word to word. Just in a line, how many words approximately you should get in a line, how many words into how many lines. Okay. Okay. Okay, Jyoti Arora. In without opinion, we have one advantage and one disadvantage, or two advantage. So you can give two advantages, two disadvantages, two at least, because the word limit should come, right? And state the advantage, and give the example and result. Okay, two you can give. Sir, above question. What is here for question? I didn't get it, by the way. Someone has written, sir, above question. I didn't get it. Okay, guys, you need to write only at least 280 words. And for CBT, it's already mentioned the word limit there. So just cut it off after 250. Okay. But for paper-based test, write up to 280, because to stand on a safer side. Okay. But don't write 300 and all. Okay. It's not required. Uh, how to count in paper-based test? This now I told. Um, Okay, sir, here in handouts, it is texted in point wise, but in exam, we have a paragraph. Obviously, see, we have divided the entire essay into like every paragraph is given in a point wise, but in the examination, you'll write as paragraphs. Okay, yes, just to explain you. Okay, any common template for all types of questions? Yeah, this is the common template. Just now I showed Mr. Vamsi Krishna. This is the common template. I say structure is the common template. Introduction, paraphrasing the question, thesis statement, outline. Okay, body paragraph, disadvantage or advantage with example and result. Okay, then body paragraph also, body paragraph 2, advantage or disadvantage with example and result. If you're writing body paragraph 3, then also the same thing. Then conclusion. This is the common template. Okay, just follow this. Ma'am, link. Okay, so you can get the link in the end. Div Nayan Singh. Okay, then Vamsi Krishna again. Okay, sir, most common words we use for start the paragraph. Okay, again, don't depend on 5 or 6 words. Like, you also should expand your horizon, buddy. Read more and more passages like this, essays like this. Okay, so we have some essays here, even in Google also. If you Google, there are a lot of essays. Yeah, just go through them. Okay, write down, but prepare your own dictionary. That is better. So you, whenever you come across a new word, write down in your book. Keep the book as your own dictionary. Write down that word. Give an example. That synonym to it, one or two synonyms to it, by searching in the Google, and write one sentence to it. So remember that word. Okay. So prepare like 40 to 50 words like these, so that you can use it. And yes, I've prepared my own template. See, yes, it's better. It's good that you prepared your own template. Yes, here also we should follow this. Okay, introduction, body paragraph, 1, 2, and conclusion. This is very, very important. Okay. And thank you so much, sir, for giving your precious time to us. Yes. So Jyoti is asking me to go. Sir, please go. Please end the call. Yes. Anyways, it's time up. So I have an exam. Vamsi Krishna, I have an exam on Thursday, sir. Okay. All the best, guys. Those who have exams, please follow these templates uh, and do some sectional tests in our website. That will actually take you to know where you're standing. Okay. So practice well. Practice is the key here. Practice means read more and more. You know, content. You need to know topics. That is what I mean to say. Topic. Read in more and more topics, so that it should not be that, okay, this topic is a little difficult for me. How should I answer? You should not feel that way. So to get out of that uncomfortable situation and get into your comfort zone, what will you do? You'll go across. You'll read across more and more topics. Okay. If you read 30 to 40 essays, and if you write at least 10 essays, practicing it, and you show them to a person who at least 3 to 4 essays, someone who's good in English is correcting it. That is the way you practice writing. Okay. Vamsi Krishna, no one will talk here. You need to type. Yes. Then Jyoti Arora, I was just admiring and appreciating to a teacher from a teacher side, because I'm also, yeah. See, you'll only understand our pros and cons, right, Jyoti? Great, great. Thank you so much, Miss Jyoti. Yes. So that's all from my end, guys. Any other doubts on writing? Okay. So, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I'll just take over.
Yes, ma'am. So, guys, if you have any other doubts, you can ask regarding the IELTS thing to me, and regarding what to access, how to access, and the website and all. You can ask ma'am. Is there anything else, guys? Sir, okay, what is this? Okay, sir, what are important topics of task to writing? Everything is important in the world, you know, so you need to come across different topics.